Welcome back to our conversation with Jay Gonzalez, Democratic candidate for governor of Massachusetts. And Jay, you've made quite a point of criticizing Governor Baker's handling of MBTA reform. We all remember that right after he took office, that winter was the winter of the horrendous failure of the MBTA, something I don't think many people around here will ever forget. He went ahead and got concessions from the legislature on privatization, on a number of issues. Worked with the unions to at least some extent. There was more investment, and he claims we're on the right track. What's your big critique of his handling of the MBTA? What would a Gonzalez administration be doing any differently?
Well, he's not living in the real world. He needs to get out and actually talk to people who are riding the T. It is the biggest issue that people complain to me about on the campaign trail, more than any other. I've actually ridden the T with some of these people who complain about it, and their stories are horrendous. They can't rely on it to get to work on time. And his whole approach, Governor Baker's whole approach is we're going to jack up fares on riders, cut service for underserved communities, both of which just drive more people to the roads, privatize the system more, and we know how that's working out with the commuter rail system. I would fire Keolis and bring the commuter rail in-house and be the first governor to manage it directly. But first and foremost, we need to recognize we need to invest more in the system. It's one of the reasons I support the millionaire's tax. It would generate meaningful new revenue we desperately need to get our system to a place where people can depend on it. This is something that affects people's quality of life in a very real way every single day. And under Charlie Baker, we have one of the worst transportation systems in the country. He is not providing leadership on this. It's dragging Massachusetts backwards. I will take this on with a sense of urgency and get it to a place where people can depend on it. You
talked about the millionaire's tax. That's the proposed 4% surcharge on incomes of 7 figures or higher. May or may not make the ballot depending on what the Supreme Judicial Court rules. But there's also these other proposals floating around, $15 an hour minimum wage phased in over several years, mandatory paid family and medical leave. And many voices, some voices, I don't want to sound like President Trump here, some voices in the business community are saying, careful, you know, you're going to drive jobs out. You're going to drive businesses out. How do you balance that critique with your support for more revenue?
Well, I don't believe we're going to drive more businesses out. I think the thing that's going to drive more businesses out is a transportation system that's failing them and people across the state, an affordable housing crisis that Governor Baker is providing no leadership on. Income inequality is a huge issue. I definitely strongly support the $15 minimum wage, paid family leave, the millionaire's tax, being honest with people that we need additional revenue, and this is the fairest way to do so to generate the meaningful new revenue we need to invest in transportation education. I just gave you 3 answers to questions that Charlie Baker won't answer for you. And that's another thing. People deserve a governor who's going to respect them enough to answer questions about where he stands on issues and actually provide leadership to get us to where we need to be. We don't have that right now.
All right, our time is up for this morning, but if you'd like to hear more from Jay Gonzalez, go to our website, cbsboston.com, and check out our Studio BZ podcast. We're going, right after this, we're going to sit down and talk at greater length about health care, other issues, so do check that out. Jay, thanks.
Thank you, John.
Good to have you here.
Great to be here.
And that's it for me. Now it's back over to my colleagues for more WBZ News.